What's up, everybody? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. Welcome back to more of the WWE versus TEW. We are booking 205 Live, the 9/11 edition. Never forget. In the week of WWE versus TEW, let's just get on the way. Main event of the night, tag team action, as Drew Gulak and Gentleman Jack Gallagher will team up to take on the team of Cedric Alexander and Akira Tozawa, who have their own issues with the two gentlemen of their own. So let's just go ahead and do this. It's probably going to be a quick episode because I've been rolling through these ones pretty quickly here. 37 D- rating here as we have our cold open for 205 Live. DMGM Drake Maverick hyping up the show for the night as Gran Metalik, who beat Tony Nese last week, will take on Buddy Murphy, who beat Kalisto a couple weeks ago. So I guess the two members of the two teams who won get to fight each other now. And then, as I already mentioned, our main event tag team match, Akira Tozawa and Cedric Alexander team up to take on Drew Gulak and Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Notice something about 205 Live, though, since I've been booking it. It seems like it's the same show every week, pretty much. Like, you have your cold open, you have an opening match between, two cruiserweights that are on the roster. Then you have, like, a jobber match to kind of showcase one of the cruiserweights while giving somebody from like the local area a chance to, I guess, shine as well. And then you have your main event. It's like the same show every week pretty much. Something I've noticed while booking these. I've noticed this a while now, but never really brought it up. 37 D- rating as we hype up that at the Super Showdown in Australia, Buddy Murphy will challenge Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight Championship. That may or may not spoil next week's outcome, as we have a little bit of a confirmation for next week's show here tonight that we'll get to. 44 solid D rating for our opening match of the night. And a terrible matchup here. Buddy Murphy goes over Gran Metalik in 11 minutes 55 seconds with the Silva Breaker. Murphy with an in-ring performance of a 39. Gran Metalik outperforming the Australian with a in-ring performance of a 43. Good work all in all, though. I'm a big fan of Gran Metalik. I like Gran Metalik, and Buddy Murphy's been impressing me. 45 solid D rating as Buddy Murphy takes the mic and cuts a quick little promo on the Super Showdown. Doesn't even really bring up Cedric Alexander all that much, which is why I decided not to feature Cedric Alexander in this angle here. But he just cuts a pretty much generic promo stating that he's going to win the Cruiserweight Championship in his hometown in front of everybody that, all his friends and family pretty much. 41 solid D rating as we get a recap of Hideo Itami's beatdown/attack on Mustafa Ali from a couple weeks back, where he just couldn't put him away in the match, so Hideo Itami got a little physical, and it looked like Mustafa was okay until the match was over and he actually fell down and apparently couldn't tell the referee what year it was, even though, as I've mentioned, he was clearly saying 2018 the entire time. That referee lied to Drake Maverick. That's all I'm going to say. 40 D- rating as Alexander catches up with Mustafa Ali backstage. It's good to see the heart back, Alexander says. They joke around. Mustafa Ali wishes that he could be the one teaming up with Cedric tonight, but Alexander already has himself a partner, and that'd be Akira Tozawa, who's back there warming up, looking aggressive. Mustafa thinks Cedric's in good hands, and well, he might just be in good hands. We'll see how that goes in the main event. 40 D- nonetheless. 89 solid A rating here as we get our preview of John Cena and Friends episode 4, as Shawn Michaels and Cena were last seen hunting in Canada. And well, of course, when it comes to Canada, there's one person we all know and love, and that's Bret Hart. And well, these guys may not or may get along. You'll never know. Cena improvising well because Bret Hart just refused to go off refused to read a script, which is funny because apparently he struggled when going off a script. But he got a very good rating on his legend gimmick, so we'll let it slide. And he's getting better at his gimmick somehow. Cena came across well. Bret Hart was underwhelming. Vic Joseph was pretty weak. Come on, Vic. Good stuff all around, though. 27 solid E rating here as Hideo Itami comes out to watch Mustafa Ali compete because, well, he missed him. Duh. Hideo Itami, of course, having major problems due to the language barrier, but nothing I can really do about that. It did lose some heat, I should say, for the Ali-Hideo Itami feud. And Rocky Santiago is the name of our local jobber tonight, so if you are interested in hiring him, there you go. Before we get to the matchup, though, this is one of those weird angles that is kind of taking place while the match is already going on. Drake Maverick, who of course has concerns about Mustafa Ali and his injuries, is watching this match closely to make sure Mustafa is, exactly 100% and able to go in the ring still. 39 D- for our jobber match of the week. Like I said, there's always one. 39 D-, and about that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Mustafa Ali goes over Rocky Santiago in 3 minutes 27 seconds with a pinfall. Ali with an in-ring performance of a 40, and to my surprise, Rocky with a 23. Not that bad of a rating for Rocky, if I say so myself, considering his popularity probably isn't the best. Santiago is improving in his Rumble and performance, so good for him. Made a best of his appearance here tonight. 44 solid D rating here as Drake Maverick has a bit of a meeting backstage with Drew Gulak and gentleman Jack Gallagher to make sure things are going to go good and easy. Gulak kind of pokes fun at him about the whole AOP thing, which is why you may notice Akam and Razar on here. Maverick even mentions, like, I could give him a call if you'd like, but they're quick to say, oh, no, you don't have to give him a call, and they just want to, have a good working relationship from here on out. And also, apparently, Brian Kendrick out, air quotations, injured right now, end of the air quotations. I don't really believe he's injured. I believe it's a storyline purpose. 43 solid D rating here as Noam Dar and Leo Rush take turns sending messages back from each other on social media. Noam Dar mocks Leo Rush about, being the 23-year-old piece of gold, but he ain't nothing pretty much. And Leo Rush just kind of telling Dar, look, have you not learned anything? Look what happened to Akira Tozawa when he couldn't keep my mouth out of his name. And you're pretty much going to learn. He talks about how he's working with Bobby Lashley now, and he doesn't have time for people like Noam Dar, but he's going to, he's going to teach him a lesson because you don't put Leo Rush's name in your mouth, pretty much. 43 solid D for the two gentlemen there, gaining some heat towards their feud, and they will be competing next week as their match is hyped as well. First time ever between them as well. I think they're actually the two youngest stars on the Cruiserweight division as well, too, so maybe that's why they're going for that. Nonetheless, though, it is main event time, tag team action, 51 D+, and about that had subpar wrestling to it and little heat. Drew Gulak and gentleman Jack Gallagher go over Cedric Alexander and Akira Tozawa in 14 minutes 22 seconds after Drew Gulak forces Akira Tozawa to tap with the Gulak, not the Trailblazer. Ignore that. So, Cedric Alexander apparently undefeated this entire year so far. Technically just had his first loss. I don't think they'll count it because he's not the one who tapped or anything, but if he hasn't lost any other tag team matches, that's technically his first loss, so we'll see if they count it or not. Nonetheless, though, Gulak getting some more heat on Cedric Alexander here, pretty much, as the two men kind of work together. I think Percy Watson tried to say how they cheated, but there really wasn't cheating. It's a tag team match. You work together to, pull out the victory. But with that being said, Akira Tozawa apparently getting better at his gimmick. Gallagher with an in-ring performance of a 44. The worst of the match, tied with Akira Tozawa. So both gentlemen I keep saying gentlemen. Both superstar with a 44. Cedric Alexander with a 46. And Drew Gulak outperforming everybody here tonight with an in-ring performance of a 49. Good for you, buddy. Gained heat for the Cruiserweight Championship feud. And no worker improvements as we end off the show with a huge announcement. Unfortunately, not huge enough to gain heat to our Cruiserweight Championship feud. In fact, it lost heat for the feud. 40 D- as Kayla Braxton goes backstage to interview DM, GM, and Drake Maverick puts over the fact that next week on 205 Live, the Cruiserweight Championship will be on the line as Drew Gulak will challenge Cedric Alexander for the championship. Big news, so not only do we get Leo Rush versus Noam Dar for the first time ever, but Gulak gets his rematch. And like I mentioned earlier, the whole Buddy Murphy getting a title shot at Super Showdown, that may or may not spoil 205 Live for next week. I mean, yeah, I guess you can have Gulak win and go on, but I feel like it just kind of spoils it that you're already advertising Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy, but whatever. I guess that's fine. We go ahead and end off the show and we get ourselves a what? A 58 C- rating. Of course, I don't believe you can increase popularity or lose popularity on B shows, so no specific comments to be made. Nonetheless, though, pretty good 205 Live. Might be our best 205 Live of this new save. With that being said, though, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, comment, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. And as always, my name has been OMG, WTF LOL to WBRB. I will see you guys for NXT in the Mae Young Classic, which should hopefully be better this time around because I will remember to edit popularity and what's not to make the show kind of fit better with the NXT and Mae Young Classic themes. So I'll see you guys for that in just a bit. Have a good one, guys.